Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, bringing the energy, bringing the motivation, getting yourself ready. Let's get it rocking. Shout out to everybody out there on the live. Can you feel the vibes? Can you feel the energy? I can feel it. God bless each and every one of you. Sunday, really the first day of the week. God bless each and every one of you getting ready for another beautiful live. Let's get it going. May God bless each and every one of you beautiful souls. Let's get that intro going. Love you all. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. My finger slipped there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's get the lemon into the water. It is Sunday morning. We're going to start off with a beautiful, beautiful way to hydrate ourselves and to decalcify our pineal gland. It goes into the mental and gets you onto another level, a higher plane of thinking, a higher frequency. Are you building your frequencies to a higher plane? Are you constantly raising the vibrations to another level? Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to my man, Ralph Smart. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. God bless you all. Let's jump on it. If you're co-creating your reality with me, put your hands up, baby. If you're making your reality right now, put your hands up. If you're working where you want to work, if you're going where you want to go in life, if you're pushing your starseed in your direction, shout out to you. That's what I want. I want everybody out here banging to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset, which is your time. So I bring the audio up a little bit. I have no idea why. Some days the audio does some weird things. I got to get lemons now. You do. They will decalcify the pineal gland. All right. How's the audio now, Jamie? Same thing? Different, better, worse? Weird. Did I do a Zoom yesterday? I'm trying to think if I did Zooming. Which divergences are more accurate, RSI or Stokes? I mean, they go together. I use the RSI. And that's a question for yourself. You're going to have to sit in the charts till you can answer that yourself. You know what I mean? Till you can answer it yourself. Everyone wants an answer. It's kind of like, how does it like to ride a horse? And I'm like, I don't know. You got to ride it. You know? What happens when a horse goes fast and then it slows down? I'm like, I don't know. You got to find that out yourself. Like, you got to ride a horse. Everyone wants the answers from the market, but the answers come from the market. You know what I mean? I get it, though. I can tell you the RSI, in my mind, does give me a clearer picture that makes more sense to me. But you can get SRS. And sometimes I've seen an SRSI one that, look, the RSI didn't pick up this one. But this indicator did. I mean, I would have saw it on my own. Right? And that's why you don't want to leave divergences to indicators. You don't want to leave anything to indicators. Indicators are cool. It's fun. Like, look, they have a new way to add patterns here, which is really fun. Go to technicals, go to patterns, hit all chart patterns, click on it. It's going to find every chart pattern. So look, it found this, you know, well, it found like 100 different ones. So if I go to like the 1 hour, it'll, but it's, yeah, see, it's looking at this like a symmetrical triangle. See that? That could break up or break down. Funny. I see the double top here. Oh, they have the double top now. See top two? And they got the double top. And you can hit it so it can only show you, I believe, last awaiting, only awaiting. Or maybe awaiting and reached. Last awaiting. Anyway, it will find basically as many patterns as it can for you. Again, doesn't that help you? Yes and no. If you don't really know your patterns, it doesn't do much for you. All right. So look, the 1 hour getting overbought. Last night I said do not open up, I said I wouldn't open up. Ooh, I moved that. I wouldn't open up a short until the 1 hour showed me a double top of some type. Lack of bearish momentum here. I see this inverted cup and handle. Once we break below the point of control, we're going to fall further to the downside. My target is somewhere at 26,002. Yeah, 26,300. All right. That's a kind of a resistance and support area here too as well. Only thing is we did have that hidden bull. Could that be our bottom? We have never tested that swing low again. All right. I'm going to break it down for you one more time. I'm going to delete all my work because it looks messy if you can't see what I'm looking at. All right. And I might see something I haven't seen before, and that's why I do this with each and every one of you every single day. First thing I do is take off the moving averages. I'm going to head on into the 3-day chart. Even the weekly really is where I like to start my day. And I take a look. And I do this every day for myself. This is just how my brain works. All right. And I've got two ideas here that are, so right now, previous resistance, the weekly is double bottomed. And the weekly is showing signs of a big move to the upside. I personally just bought another, I was DCAing, but I finished off another whole Bitcoin. And, and I've been doing that over here on MEXC. MEXC is the place. There you go. I finished off a whole nother Bitcoin right there, a whole Bitcoin that will go to the hardware wallet literally at the end of this stream. And it will be gone tomorrow. You'll see that will be zero. And I'll start on over. And then you'll see how long it takes me to get to my next Bitcoin. And I will watch you, and you guys will see me. And I haven't seen any YouTuber do this. You're going to watch as I accumulate Bitcoin in front of you. You're going to see how dedicated I am at certain times. You're going to see how much I put in at certain times. And what I'm trying to do, what I am doing is I'm signaling. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but I'm signaling to you. Like when I bought that one $19,000 Bitcoin, when I bought it at 16, 17, 18, there was times in the show I was like, I'm buying $5,000 here. And we were at 18, 19,000, 17,000. And basically, I believe this is a war. You know what I mean? I look at, like, they're trying to take your money, and that's like them trying to take you out. So it's a war for your money when you're trading. And we're all going through the war. We're trying to make it to the other side. Okay? And what I do is I'm in the war. And every once in a while, I get low, and I get a really nice cut. And it helps me stay alive, right? And that's when I buy Bitcoin on the very, very lows. And I attempt to do it in front of everybody. I never saw these things. See, my whole life, I was someone that needed to be hands-on. I needed someone to come and say, hey, let me show you. I needed that deep connection to the person I was learning from, or I couldn't get to learn. That's just how I was, and I watched so many YouTubers and I love them. And I think there's so many amazing YouTubers, but for me, for the way I learn, I want to see I gotta see you touch. I gotta see you make an allocation. I gotta see, I had great mentors. One of my greatest mentors taught me so much. I've never seen, I don't know. They didn't teach me these things. I had to learn these things on my own. I want to teach you exactly how I allocate. I want to show you how I get it in, and this is what I don't see on almost any other channel in the world, some other channels did it, and I'm not calling, who cares about, we're all in it together. I love all the crypto people here. We're all in it together, but I like to show what I always wanted to see. You know what I mean? I like to show what I always wanted to see, and I'm committed to stacking my BTCs, day in and day out for the long haul. And when you look back at these times, you're going to realize that these were the greatest times to be stacking Bitcoin, and people weren't paying attention. And so as someone who's getting older and older, and I'm learning from my mistakes, there's times where I did not stack enough Bitcoin on the lows. Twice, basically. It's never enough, really. It's never enough, really, when you think about what it can do and where it's going to go, right? But look, zero spot maker and taker fees. If you want to jump on into MEXC, where I like to DCA, not only do I swing trade, not only do I do futures trading, but this is the DCA. This is where we do it. This is where we get it in. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody here on the live. Yeah, Don Fron. Okay, I feel you. I've seen that, dude. Shout out to Crypto Muser in the house. God bless you, brother. Hope everything's going well with you and yours. Hanging out on the farm, doing the right thing, taking care of the family and the homestead. Should build a greenhouse so you guys can start growing food in the wintertime, right? That should be the next. I don't know. You guys know more than me, but the biggest advancements always start with the right questions. Answers only lead to stagnation. Wow. Sam puts his money where his mouth is. Bitcoin waits for TradFi open for direction. Quiet weekends lately. Maybe a pre-open surge before it retraces the futures close at open. Typical. Need to get you back up here soon. I will come on over. Greenhouse is definitely going up. That's amazing. See, you guys know the deal. And follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I made a statement earlier too. I didn't see Ben's new video, but I'm somewhat excited to watch it. Me and my wife are going to watch it in the car. I have to bring my daughter to to piano. But I will say this once, you can replace the creators. I will say this once, you cannot replace the creators. We started the process. We are the ones that keep it going. Staff supports us, yes. And I love my dream workers. Everyone that helps me accomplish my dream, they are a dream worker. Every one of them blessed people that have a great place in my life and are helping me. And at one point, I will taper off and they will go to their and I can support them when they want to go. But right now, we are moving together as a team. So staff supports us. It's a team effort. But if I disappear, the Lifer brand is gone. We were the ones streaming to 3 people before our staff joined us. We knew what it was like when that's when a brand is made. A brand is made. It's great when there's 5 or 6. Like right now, everyone, I have a budget for almost anything I put my mind to. If I want to spend $5,000 on a video, I can. I really can. If I want to spend $10,000 on a video, I could. If I want to rent the Lambo for the day and drive it around, I could do anything, right? There's a big budget for me. Boom. You know what I mean? And the point is, it's fun now, but back in the day when I had not a dime, and I was streaming with my old microphone that I rapped on that I had in the closet for 3 years, and I had an old table that my parents had bought in like 1971. You know what I mean? That's when the channel was built. Like you know what I mean? And when Crypto Muser, my buddy, saw me when I had 500 subscribers, and he's like, dude, you're gonna go, man. Just keep going, man. This is gonna pay off for you. I'm telling you. I see your hard work. I see what you're doing. It's only a matter of time, And you can't say you rap and not give us a taste. You're funny. Yeah, baby, ground up. Yeah. What about Ben returning? Honestly, here's the deal. I'm going to also say something. Someone said, what about Ben, blah, blah, blah. To be honest, the channel made money, and just like a baseball player has to show up to the plate, you had to show up to the plate. Ben was making videos. Yeah, fun. He left, I guess, for a time. Maybe he had left the, like they were doing whatever. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm not going to get into it. But the idea is, he was making videos. They had a great deal. Things looked like they were fun. You know what I mean? He probably, fine. In the back end, who knows? But isn't that when you bring him in and you all get together? I don't know, man. And again, at the same time, you're right. I don't know what happened. At the end of the day, I just, if that's the case, then you all leave and you go do your own thing. You go do your own thing. You go start your own channel. Okay? If that's the case, you go start your own channel. I don't know, whatever, man. I don't want to be involved. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. What I do know is this man helped me, and he's the one that started this channel. So I'm you know what I mean? So.
You know what he
What?
Everything that happened he put on his YouTube, so if anyone's confused, they can go watch his Twitter.
You saw it already too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they did to him was awful.
Yeah.
What they did to him was awful.
Hear my wife, who prays 5 times a day.
He proved it.
He proved.
What his wife forgave him. His wife forgave him. Who the
You hear my wife? You hear my wife?
My eyes, like.
You hear my wife, man?
They were really shady, jealous people, and I'm done.
Wow. 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 She said her piece more than I have. Wow. Anyway. Wow. I didn't expect that from the wifer. What a crazy day. This is insane. Anyway, previous resistance becomes support for Bitcoin on the weekly. That's a beautiful sign. That's a double bottom. It's a clear double bottom. That has a measured move here because you take the neckline to the head and you swing it here, right? That's got a measured move to the upside here, right? At 37,586. All right. The channel is named after him. He was that channel. He'll do fine without those other clowns. see what he just said? Yo, this is what Muser said. Someone from the outside, like, Yeah. The face in the name, right? The face in the name, man. You know what I mean? We only know what we hear and see. Exactly. The actions do speak, you know what I mean? So that tells us we can get to 37,691. That's the measured move of this double bottom. That's why I bought a whole BTC. And look at the wickage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe they're trying to scare people into some type of dump that doesn't exist. This looks like accumulation to me for a massive move to the upside. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am 100% wrong. But I mean, that's, until we lose the support fine. If we lose the support fine, I'll begin to short. And I'll short us down to 21.5. But you have to remember, there is such strong weekly support sitting here at 25.2. And it's been holding for so long. And they had so many chances to bring us lower. And somehow they couldn't do it. So I don't know. I'm interested to see. But the TA to me tells me that's a double bottom. Simply put. And that could break to the upside. And then my funky little falling wedge idea, that where it breaks in and breaks out. And you still got this falling wedge that wants to break to the upside. They just broke us in and out of it a couple times. They wanted to fake us out, think people were going to go up, get them to long, get all those people coming down, get them to short. And then look, you have to remember, when they pumped us up here, what happened? There was all these shorts down here that they had to come and get. And it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks to get them all. There's a bunch of stop losses right here after this. These people are still short. Dude, people don't realize there's millions of people right now sitting here. I got a stop loss. I got a slop loss. A protective stop. We're calling it in the trading group. There's stop losses all the way around here. What was the last direction that the market made? It was down, right? So what are people doing? They jump on the bandwagon, don't they? So what are most retail doing? They're late to the party with a huge short open, right? I'm just being honest. Am I wrong? Am I wrong here? Okay? Am I wrong here? Right? So, Look, let's go over this together. This will blow your mind. Where did the market go here? It surged up. So what happened? There was a bunch of stop losses down here, wasn't there? So where did the market go after that? It went down to get them. All right, so that's 1 for 1. All right. The market surged up again here. What happened? There was a bunch of stop losses down here. So what did they do? They went and got them, right? The market surged up, okay? So what happened? A bunch of stop losses were down here. What did they do? They went and got them, right? The market surged down. Market surged down. What did they do? There was a bunch of stop losses up here. So they went and got them, right? The market surged down. There's a bunch of stop losses up here. What are they going to do? They're going to go up and get them, right? I mean, to me, it looks pretty cut and dry, but you never know, right? Who thinks this makes sense to them? Who thinks this makes complete sense? Who's on? Actually, we know nothing but the factor on ignorance. We don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. Probability says that's a big, nice pump. Look at all those wicks. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wicks, and then a weekly candle now about to close above the previous candle. Now, I wouldn't want to see it close with a wick like that. That's kind of a bearish hammer. It's going to close in a bearish hammer with a nasty wick to the downside. And I get it. This is indecision. There's been some... But, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of wickage accumulation. When's the last time? Go look at any asset in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we were gone. When you get buy pressure on the weekly off of this $25,000 area, and we technically went just barely lower by a half a beat. Also, I keep talking about the 3-day hidden bullish, which would make sense that we would flush these shorts to the upside. And hidden bullish is like a 95% accurate indicator. And that's hidden bullish divergence that could break us to the upside. Again, I'm a support and resistance guy, and I won't believe any of this till we get back above 27,770 here. This key. We get above that, we can easily flip back up to 30K. That is going to be kind of the area. And then 28.5. So we have some 2 key areas that we got to break back above to make it happen. We go to the daily. The daily is attempting to retest. To me, it broke out of this falling wedge, and it's attempting some type of retest. So now let's break down this shape that we've been watching for so long. We have the middle part of the range, right? You can get your VRVP out and look at your areas here. Your value area low, your value area high, and your middle area. You're kind of in the premium technically, which suggests that we come back down into the discount. I pull a Fibonacci here, and it gives us, we got a 781618 into discount, and a point of control sitting at 26,000. So does the daily pull us back? It looked as such, but I'll be honest, when the daily does these things where it doesn't go down, I look for the 22. And the 22 technically is retesting. See this? Previous resistance. And there's a chance that this thing wants to moon to the upside and get all the way up to 28,009. All right. Babe, get everyone in the car. I need 4 more minutes, and then by the time you guys are good, I can dump out. All right, and we'll leave it like 9:44. We'll be there on time. So that's a falling wedge that could break to the upside. All right. Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame. Our 4 hours getting overbought and playing games. And this is where I bring in the symmetrical triangle now on the 1 hour. And this is how crazy it gets, right? But this is the science of what I do. And I believe why I'm so accurate is because we constantly chip away. Now we also know Bitcoin's getting tight. Like it was tight earlier. I mean, it's getting tighter and tighter. And it's waiting for that weekly. More than likely, it breaks to the downside because it's making lower lows. We've also, this kind of has a bit of, a cup with a bit of a handle, and it could break it down. It's an inverted cup and handle. And you flip it upside down. So it's all about this POC too. Once you lose 26,571, and we're pretty close to it, but we've been basically dangling around that area for the last 2 days. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. Making people think the short, making people the long. Just kind of, at one point, it's going to pick a direction. The overbought 1 hour suggests we'll come to the downside, but every time we've had minimal moves, minimal moves, minimal moves. Wouldn't be surprised if we had one more just minimal move. So what do I see as tonight when we get into the weekly, when I show up again at 8 p.m.? Sideways price action is looking likely, but again, it's more likely we get some type of downward move, all right, to the downside. I've also extended this on the 1 hour, and this could be a beautiful falling wedge that just takes us to the bottom of the wedge before it makes a bigger move to the upside. Only time will tell. The key is if we can stay more sideways yet again. Each time we stay sideways in the Stokes reset, it draws me into long again. So like I would long every time, long every time. The key is we don't know when the explosive move will happen, but if we long the lows, long the lows, long the lows, at one point one of them is going to rip. That's my strategy. Is like I don't mind if 2 or 3 go break even, 4 break even, but I'll get the big kahuna if I keep showing up. The problem is you trade here, you trade there, and then you miss the big one because you weren't consistent. So consistency is going to be the reason you're successful in anything in life. Just repeat that to yourself. I don't care what it is, dog walking, tennis, right? You name it. So today we're watching a symmetrical triangle with a 50-50 shot. Because the stochastics are a little high, it does look like we could get a break to the downside and the 4 hour. However, we've been supporting this region very nicely, and it's been showing strong support. So until I see a break of this level, which is 26.5, and then a retest, I would not short. Right? I'm not, here's the deal. You take a risky short here with a stop loss above this line, and you go for the move down. Period. And if you get stopped out, you get stopped out for minimal. You don't risk a lot on that. Or you wait for this to come on down. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just talking through my ideas. This would be a stop, and then you short down on the bearish retest. Right? Otherwise, we wait for the long to break this area here, 26.7, and then we're gone. We break 26.7, we can easily get through this gap. And what's cool, we have a gap on either side, and we're playing, and they all know that the VRVP traders are waiting. One gap is going to break. Based on the 22-hour, it also suggests that we go to the upside. Based on the divergences I have, it says, so my story and all the things that I'm putting together suggest a possible short-term pullback, but they still suggest that the bigger time frames are in position for a move to the upside. And that's what I'm going to give you. So, and again, 50-50 pattern right now. And I told you I would wait for a bearish retest of this area to short, and I would wait for a bullish retest. So I'm longing the bullish retest of 27.7. I'm shorting the bearish retest of 26.5. Anything other than that is chop in the middle. and I'm waiting for some type of confirmation of a move. And I'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. to go over that. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Joy Stream with us that took a nice big gain to the upside, and Gifto. Those were like the two bigger gainers. And the also FLM. That is coming back down again, but as long as it stays above 2.9, that could probably be its new bottom. And this thing has been beautiful. What a beautiful move that was yesterday. Right to the target, too, hitting the exact target. And coins are still exploding. We have coins up 99%. Pretty crazy today. 157%. This ETH fair just out of control. I don't know what it is or why it's booming. Gary token, we've traded on and off in the past. So there's still liquidity out here making moves. I'm looking at DNX. I just actually found it this morning. I'm nice enough to share it with you. And wow, it already got a blast to the upside since I talked about it. But I like DNX on the bigger time frame, like the 2-day. Suggest it can go bigger. So everyone, I got to run. God bless each and every one of you. And I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. for a beautiful live stream. Thank you so much for being here. God bless.